Hello, 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 hello. All right. How is everyone? Well, there's nobody here, so I'm talking to myself. Beautiful. We are waiting on Wolfgang and Bumpy. They should be here shortly. Ba, 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 da, ba, doo, 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 doo. All right. Pick with some Lokis today. Oh, Jesus. Sat on a box full of. Whoops. Oh. All right. 1.5 mil. That'll fit. Um, deep flat. Whew. Anybody here yet? Nobody is here. One person watching, which I'm guessing is me. Keeping an eye on the chat. 7, 6. Click on 5. Yippee. 3. 2 is good. Reset. 7, 6. 5 binding. Mm, 5 click there. 4 click. Can't wait for people to start getting here. We can talk shit about proving locks and all their garbage. Fight with them. And 6 binding. Click. Greyhound. How the hell is it going? Open. Uh, well, we know we can open blue locks today. That's good. What do we want to go with next? What do we want to go with? Gigi? Let's open a dimple lock. Let's do that. Proven locks. They're the best, aren't they? The bestest is. It's good reading, I'll tell you that. It's like, how are things going? They're not going very good. Well, let's double down. What? We're pissing off everybody? Triple down. Ugh. Just a heads up. There's nobody really here but Greyhound, but we'll say it anyway. Anybody ever wants to pop on with the rest of us? Bumpy and Wolfgang will be here shortly, but anybody ever wants to come on and say hello, even just to chat or whatever, um, I always put the link to come in the description. It's always a tricky thing about dimple locks is getting the right tension. I think that one might be okay. Let's go with right-handed. Yeah, right-handed shortish flag. 1, 2, 3. Pretty sad. Just learn from it and improve. That is correct. Like they could have handled it so much differently, and just tell Trevor that you'd like to bring him on as a consultant. Let's figure this thing out. Not that it would take very much actually to figure it out, but they could have anything different. They could have done it because they literally pissed off everyone. All right. Oh, counter rotation. Seven. Super heavy click, and I lost my false set, so it means I did something wrong. We screwed something up. Reset. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. I think this thing will notify me when Wolfgang gets here. Yeah. I have my audio on. That's good. It's not just going to be me here talking to myself all day. So just a heads up. At least I hope not, anyway. I will do it, though. Anybody who knows me, I will sit here and talk to myself. Boom, bang on 2 and 1. I think they're both set. This is 4 for sure. There we go. We do have a false setback. That's good. 7, 6, 5, 3. There we go. 3. Counter rotation. Good. That's set. Didn't lose our false set this time, so that's a plus. 6, I think. You shitting me? 7, 6. Grab the long right-handed flag. Try that one. I always put the live link in the description, and I've had exactly 0 people ever use it. Exactly 0. I think people are like nervous to like get up and talk. Like I don't know. It's not that bad. It's kind of fun once you do it once or twice. Lady Locks invited me one time. It was like, oh yeah, it's pretty cool. I could do this. Talking about something I think is fun, hanging out with fellow pickers, and we're all pretty similar in the things we're interested in and how we get along. It's always pretty good. Very few lock pickers that kind of rub me the wrong way, which is good. What are we missing here? 7, 6, 5, springy 4, real springy 3. One maybe. Nope. Two. Nope. Three. Nope. Four. Nope. Five. Nope. Hmm. I screw up here. Oh, that's definitely it. Oh. Open. Okay. It was three. It felt springy at first, but it's like I needed to get one more click and then it bound up pretty good. So beautiful. Multi-lock. Uh, Still no Wolfgang. He's pumping iron. Bumpy has a work meeting, but they will both be on shortly. ERA. I haven't picked this in a long time. Maybe I'll give that a try. That's a twin combi. I don't know about. Still a little early in the day to be trying to pick barrels. Um, let's try this one first. Barrels are a tough sell for me. They're like my kryptonite. Hopefully, some people show up here soon. Um, 1.3 millimeters. That fit? Nope. About 1.2. Really? 1.2 doesn't fit either? 1 millimeter's a little sloppy. So let's try covert. Um, no on the 50. 40 sloppy. What the hell do I usually use in this thing? What's going on today? Jimmy Longs, maybe? Not that. No way. Apparently 1 millimeter is where it's at. It is what it is. Yeah, I don't like that at all, really. Well, I haven't picked this in a long time. We're gonna have to see. 6, 5, 4, a little click. Big click on 5. Oh, yeah, I think that was 5. 6, yeah. Click on 6. One good. How's everybody doing today? I think there's one more person besides Greyhound here. Don't know who it is. They're lurking. Three, two, click on one, six, five, four. Finding heavy, heavy. We need to put some more tension on this thing. Six, five, four, three, six, one. Oh, yeah, I'm not feeling this lock. I'll try this one again in a little bit. Or dimple lock, maybe? Yeah, why not? Beautiful. 2 millimeter bar. Perfect. Perfect fit. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Tensioning this way. Hopefully Wolfgang gets here pretty soon. I want him to show me his Berg Vector series of locks. I decided that I was going to order, well, I was going to order a Gamma 700, and then I came to my senses and decided that I was going to order a Diamond instead. It is the same lock, just without the fancy rubber body. So, same pins, same core, same all that. And it costs about, here in the States, it costs about $40 less. Both ranked blue belt, but they're like those special blue belt locks that are like punch way above their weight. And depending on what kind of bidding you have and um, all that, there's actually a lot of them that you end up having to float pick in order to get them open. So that and the keyway is like bananas paracentric, has a lot of right angles in it. Good times, real good times. He did say that he was going to try and pick them all because there's like a family, there's like a 30, 30, 30, 40, and 60 millimeter, or is it 40, 50, 60? Can't remember. There's several different you know, sizes. I'm gonna say that the one that I ordered is 60 millimeters. It's the big dog. Hmm. What am I doing wrong here? Let's try. Okay, I need to be able to share this. What am I doing wrong here? Okay, we're definitely good. Oh, going, brother.
Too bad. How are you today?
Not too bad. Apparently, the app does not feel like notifying me. Normally, it does like a little whenever
Right?
there's somebody waiting backstage, and apparently, it's not doing that today. So,
I'm on the road, so I don't have camera gear with me, so you'll just have to listen to me for a minute. But I thought I'd stop in and say hello.
hey, that's all good. That's what I tell people. It's like you don't even have to turn your camera on. You can just get on and BS. Nobody needs to know what you look like. They don't need to see your picking station. They don't need to see your hands. They don't need nothing. You don't have to use nothing. You just got to show
Hey,
up and say hello.
there I see Miss Lady Locks showed up. Good afternoon.
What's happening, Miss Lady of the Locks? What do we want to do? Let's
You
pick.
know, I got a batch of locks came in here a bit ago from Lock Squash, and one of those is an Abus 83. That's a fun little lock. I'm really enjoying the heck out of that thing.
Heck yeah. What's the one that I have? I have an 83 IC. That way you can kind of swap out the cores real easy. It's a nice, super
Yep.
nice lock.
Yeah, this one has a Schlag core in it right now. It's the Series 2. So you can change it from key retaining to not key retaining, swap out the cores. Yeah,
Yep, super
been
nice
playing
lock.
with that. I'll probably change it up here in a bit and convert it to a 7-pin lock.
There you go.
It's got the pins holes for that, and I happen to have a key and pins to do that with. So, but yeah, really cool little lock. Really like it.
Heck yeah. 1.3 mil. There we go. That'll do.
I'm just excited to finally go home. I'm tired of traveling.
How long you been out on the road?
Well, I left home last week, and then I got home on Sunday, and then Monday morning flew out again. Now I'm on
Ooh.
my way home for a few days, and then I head out again.
Ugh.
Yeah, it sucks. And then I get home for a couple weeks, and then I'm out again. So, yeah,
Hope they're paying you well, right?
right? I don't know.
That's what
According to my wife,
matters,
they
right?
aren't paying enough.
That's something I sometimes take for granted. I'll always like wake up in the morning to go to work, and I'll be like, "Oh man, mornings are for the birds." My wife's like, "Well, you could be working overnight," and I'm like, I should be more thankful for the
That's
nice 6 to 2:30
exactly.
job that I have.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah, I do about the same. I work 6:30 to 3, and then heck, 3 days out of the week I work from home, so I can't complain.
Yeah, I do any overtime that I do. Um, so like I'll work 6 to 2:30, but if there's like stuff in coming from sales that they need people to look over the blueprints or whatever, um, I'll do that from home. So like that's what I was doing right before I got on. Yeah, was
I try to avoid overtime like the plague because I don't get paid for it, so I'll try not to work.
ugh,
Right?
I can feel that. Ugh.
But that's why I've got a team of guys working underneath me. They get to do that work.
Yeah, I
Awesome. Lady Luck's
yeah,
got a box today too.
gotta love the old salary exempt. That way you get your salary, but you get overtime if it's required.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. None of my
I
guys are that
need
way either. They're all non-exempt.
I need a marker. Here we go.
I try to work that out with them. If they end up working overtime, I have them comp time out and send them home. Since
Let's
they don't get
see.
paid for it, I try and make it up as much as I can anyway.
That's good, boss, sir. Let's make a couple marks here. Loading this. That'll do. Oh,
Yeah, it worked out pretty well with this Avis 83 because I happened to have a Sparrows reload kit for their cutaway lock, and that's full of Schlag spare keys and pins. So I've been using that to repin this thing.
there you go.
Now you got people
Hey,
showing up. There's Jennifer.
hey,
There's Humboldt Picker.
yep, Humboldt Picker and my ex-wife. Jennifer Maffett is my ex-wife.
Yeah, seems to me I remember that. What doesn't your company offer anymore, Jennifer?
No, she says they don't offer OT overtime.
Oh, there we go. Yeah. Yeah, like I said,
That's
none
it.
of the
Times
guys that
are
report to me get overtime. So
times are tough out there right now. It's like I've been waiting for it to get busy, and it's just like it just doesn't happen.
yeah, we're busier than we want to be for the amount of people we've got.
Oh, that.
I'm in an IT department, and we've got operations in 4 different states. We've got about 1,600 employees, and I've got 13 people in IT for the entire organization.
Ugh.
I've only got
Yeah,
4 in the infrastructure side for server and network combined.
That's a tough time there. I know that where I work, the IT department, there's what 1, 2, 3 of them, but they cover 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plants over 3 businesses.
Yep.
So let's see what we can get going here.
So I'm going to be doing my live Saturday, and I haven't seen them yet, but I'll see them when I get home and play with them the rest of this week. I have a deep hook pick to show off.
Okay. Like a custom that's like yours.
Yeah, another dog leg design, but with a deep hook.
There you go.
And I kind of split the difference between the heavy dog leg and the standard as far as the thickness, because the heavy is almost a little too heavy at the base of the neck. So I try to taper that down a little bit, but leave it thicker going out to the end to keep that strength in there. So we'll see.
Yeah, very nice.
Yeah, I got delivered.
Always wanted to get a pick made of my own, but the one that I really wanted is like I drew it up and I've made a couple, but I don't know how much people would like it. It's an offset gem, so it looks very similar to a DeForest diamond, except it has a gem tip instead of a diamond tip.
Hey, you never know if you don't try it, right?
Yep, I like it.
Yep.
There we go.
Ball Padlock sells cores for the 83, huh? I'll have to check that out. Yeah, I was figuring you got to be able to put other types of cores in here besides just this. So it'd be cool to get some other cores and be able to swap that thing out.
Yeah, but I remember saying that they were cheap too. I think they're like $14 or something. They're super cheap.
Yeah. I did not realize how easy it was to take the hasp off of these things. And I was wondering, why the hell, when you pop the key, does it just barely turn that core? Then I turned it a little bit more, and the whole fat hasp and the ball bearings fell out. I was like, oh, well, that's why. Crap. Very cool lock. I'm getting ready to start on my dimple lock journey. I've been playing with a little one for testing, and I've got a Agent LS5 that I'm going to start trying to pick.
It's good. You should definitely do that, because I always say that I stunted my lock picking growth by not getting lower level dimple locks when I was like beginning picking.
Yeah.
Like I should have started with some
a purple belt.
Yeah, like I should have gotten. I think there's like a green belt. Actually, this one's a green belt right here. It's a multi-lock 7x7 Garrison.
Yeah, that would be good.
You can start with
that's what I need, is something lower to start with before I dive into that big beast. I have a dimple lock from Harbor Freight. I've been practicing on that a little bit, but that's not really much of a lock. but it's at least getting a feel for what the picks are like and what the pins feel like using the side twist instead of vertical.
Yeah, definitely takes some getting used to. There's no doubt about that.
Yep.
It's definitely a good idea to start with some standard, security pin uh, dimples rather than like multi-lock pins.
Right.
Those are a little tough to have it be your first dimple lock.
Yeah, that would throw you off of it real quick, I think.
That was like the 5th time I dropped number 6. Ooh, Robin. Booyah. This is starting to become my comfort lock. Like my not my comfort lock, my uh like my lock that gives me oh crap, what's the word that I'm looking for? Confidence. My confidence lock. Let's go with red belt Aspen. Let's do that. Humboldt likes the 7x7. It is also my favorite dimple lock. It's got great feedback, nice spools in it. It's not too bad. It's like it was like
Which brand was that one
actually
again?
it's a multi lock.
Gotcha.
It has seven pins in it, but it's just got like regular spool pins up top. There's no pin and pin.
Right.
Uh, 1.5 mil.
Is that like just a kick cylinder?
What was that?
Is that like just a kick cylinder?
The 7x7
Yeah.
is a euro. Yeah, it's a half euro cut. It's a euro that was cut in half by somebody.
Yeah.
Starting to feel a little bit better. I got my stitches out. Well, I took them out myself a week ago, so I'm starting to like get to the point where my fingers are starting to work. It's still really sore, but I guess that's what happens when you cut yourself. Oh boy. So, and other than things going on at work, got anything else happening?
No, not much. Pretty quiet on my front.
Yep, that is exactly what I got going on here, and I think that's actually good.
Yeah.
It's like people ask, "Hey, what's going on?" He's like, "Absolutely nothing." Like, "Oh, really?" It's like that is perfect because it's either you got nothing going on or you have like because I have 4 kids. It's either you have absolutely nothing or you have absolute chaos.
Absolutely everything. Yep. That's right.
Like, I'll take quiet any day of the week. Let's see what we got here. It's so weird to like. This is my second week back having a live stream, and the time that I was off, it was basically a month because I had, my aunt died. I freaking about almost cut my finger off. It was like a really sucky month. So I didn't pick like any locks the whole time. So it's like getting back into these things. It's like, how do I pick this again? Like
Yeah.
I remember how to pick it, but where do you start? Do you start in the front or do you start in the back? Like, spend a lot of time just dropping pins, which is actually kind of good, I think, because it's like I don't know, brushing brush up my skills a little bit instead of, some
Yeah,
locks you can just remember how to pick it. You can pick it in 30 seconds. It's like,
right. Yeah, it makes you go back and slow down a little bit.
go back to the basics. Check. We got anybody in backstage? No, we do not. Just checking. We do have Wolfgang and Bumpy will be here shortly. Bumpy had a work meeting, and Wolfgang was pumping the old iron.
Yeah, I'll have to drop off fairly soon. I gotta call the wife now that I'm done with conference crap for the day.
That's all good. There's my ex-wife. Yes, I did get my student. Well, I didn't get them out. I took them out because I wasn't going to pay to go back and have them take them out because $75 copays at the urgent care is like, no, thank ya.
Yeah, not to remove stitches.
No, seriously. Like it was the
I
night
got
before
tweezers.
when I was, I was doing something around the house and I noticed that if I brushed up against them, that they were sliding back and forth. It was like those are pretty loose. I bet you those would come out real easy. Where's my Swiss Army knife at? Get the little tiny scissors on it. Just snip, snip, snip.
Yep.
Took those 6 stitches out, and it was fantastic. I have spent the last several months, focusing a lot of time on collecting pocket knives, and I just got one this past week, and it is like the coolest one. Um, Actually, my family got it for me for Father's Day, but it's the coolest one. And now it's like, what do I get now? Because
Right.
I got like the coolest knife of all time. What am I gonna do next? I love this thing. It is the Spyderco Shaman in 10V with Python micarta. Thing sold out in like 5 hours.
Yeah, that's
I
good looking
love,
knife.
I love this thing. Oh,
Yep. That is
awesome.
very pretty.
It's actually so nice that I carry this knife so that I don't mess this one up. Like, if I'm going to cut something that's a little sketchy, I'm going to use the other knife because we need my other headphones. All right, good. I got a little bird in my ear telling me that my battery was dying.
Yeah, I got a lot of battery packs for my phones today, so they were handing those things out like chiclets.
There you go.
I was like, sure, sign me up.
Actually reminds me I need to get some because it's this past year we've lost power like 3 times here at my house. Storms weren't necessarily really bad, but losing power for like a whole day, 24 hours is like I can't deal with that anymore. I need to get some battery packs and
Yeah.
little generator and just I need to be better prepared than what I currently am.
Yeah,
That's
I
just
bought a solar generator for having at the house or travel or whatever, and then I've got 200 watts worth of solar panels I can throw on it, keep it charging up.
that is definitely the plan for this coming year because we don't want to do that.
No.
That was a good click there. Second century.
Yeah, you're a big fan of those Spyderco knives, aren't you?
I am. I'm a little
You
bit
got
of a
a few of them.
Yeah, I thought that they were really ugly for the longest time. And then I got one and it was like, oh, this is really nice. It's like that super ugly hole just makes it really easy to open the thing.
Right.
So it's
Yeah,
you just
I have
stick your
one
finger in
Spyderco.
it.
It's a half serrated. I don't care for the blade, but the knife itself is nice. I don't like serrated blades.
Yeah, I don't really either. But yeah, I got one in maybe December. It was actually around my birthday. And since then, I've gotten 22 Spyderco knives. So it's a little bit of a sickness, I guess you could say.
Right?
I always joke with my wife and I say like there's that you see those YouTube shorts where a guy will like put out one knife and it'll be like, well, I just want to get this one and it needs to have a friend, so I had to get another one and
Right.
I got two, so I might as well get three, just in case I get bored with the other two, and then I might as well get four, to complete the set. It's not an addiction, it's just a hobby, and I always show her that whenever it's time for me to get my next one. It's not that I wanted, needed them all. It's just they're all different, like special steels. Like this one is CTS XHP from Carpenter, and this one is Crucible CPM 10V, and then I have 15V and S110V, and all the different steels. So
Yep.
it may seem like I have a lot of knives, but every single one of them is absolutely very, very different.
They're
So
unique.
yes, they are.
That's what I tell my wife about guns. They're all unique.
That's it. They're all different. They all perform a different purpose.
That's
Yes,
right.
they all make a little piece of metal move really fast, but that's oversimplification, right?
Exactly. Yep, exactly right. Well, dude, I need to drop and get on the phone. I'll keep on watching on the back end. So you have a
Yep, good. Well,
marvelous time, sir.
yep. I appreciate you coming and
Yep.
getting me through this little bit of time here. Hopefully, Wolfgang or Bumpy shows up here
Right.
shortly.
All right. Later, all.
Yep. Catch you later. It was very nice of Greyhound to show up and keep me company for a little bit. He saw me doing the crazy person thing where I'm sitting here talking to myself for a while. Um, why is this lock fighting me so much? This used to be my comfort lock. What is going on here? You take a month off from picking, and then your comfort lock becomes something you can't frickin' open. I swear I know how to pick gins. I swear. Okay, let's just Zen. Okay, we know how to do this systematically. Number six, bump bump. Okay, we definitely have a little bit of movement. Definitely. Did I just definitely overset that? No, we did not overset it. Okay, there's five, four, good. Three is the one that does not have counting going, so we can just push that one. Two doesn't feel like we need to mess with yet. One, big click there. You obviously dropped something. Six. Okay, that was definitely 6-7. Good. That was 5. 3. Good. 2. 1. Good. 2. All right, we're doing ping pong here. Humboldt hasn't tried gins yet. The Gold P. The Gold P, I couldn't even feel them. Well, I would love to tell you about that, but my Gold P is freaking unpickable. I absolutely cannot pick it. I do notice that acid gins are very different than gold gins. I mean, they're technically similar, but it's the gold locks have those ball bearings in them, spring-loaded ball bearings, and I find that I don't need to float pick them like you do in ASA because of those ball bearings. It kind of gives it it's always trying to right itself to the 12 o'clock position. So just letting off tension a little bit, it'll counter rotate on its own. Kind of makes it a little bit easier, I think. Maybe not easier, different. Makes it different. Come on, dum dum. Why can't you pick a stupid lock? 4, 3, 2 is definitely set still. 1 is definitely set still. 6 definitely fell. Okay. 6 definitely is now set. 5 is definitely set. 4, 3, come on, you dirtbag. Open. I promise I'm good at this. I swear I know how to do it. Oh, what a moron. 6. Did I seriously just drop 6 again? Yeah, it was definitely 6 again. 5. 4 is definitely set. 3 is now set. 2, good. Wolfgang, what the hell's going on, my man? Bumpy is not here yet. He had a meeting, so he said he was going to be here at 5:15 or so, 5:30. Um, so it looks like it's just me, but now me and you, now that you're here, sucking ass at picking locks today, so that's always good. At least I'm here by myself, looking like an ass all by myself. 2, 6, 5, 4 is good, 3 is good, 2 feels good, 1 needs set. Christ, what I do up? You kidding me? Pulled my tensioner out. Oh! Okay, Wolf's not there yet. What radio do I run for a base station? That is the Yaesu 857 Delta. I also have an ICOM what the hell's the number on that? IC 718. That was my first radio, and my Yaesu just kind of sits on top of it now. Oh, finally the damn thing's open. Cripes. Holy smokes. Thought me something serious. Since you're asking questions about radio, I'll just show you. What was the last antenna that I built? It's right here on this table somewhere. I know I just saw it. I just saw it. There it is. Haha, there it is. Let's just show it off. Need a screwdriver. This is one of my special skills. I build my own antennas for everything. This one here, I think, is, I'd probably call this one rated to 300 watts or so, maybe a little more. One, two, three, 4. Haha. We should probably take that off there. Nobody can see it. This is it's an end fed, but I have a 240/43 core with a 140/43 core in the center of it, and then we double stack them. So two 220 picofarad caps in series, This is my baby. These are what I use here at the house. I contacted Bouvet Island with this. So, well, not this particular one, the one that's sitting outside, but we're making a J-pole. It was very good, VHF, UHF antenna. You just getting into antenna building, or is it something that you've done before and you're just expanding? But yeah, one of these and 100 watts, that'll get you worldwide almost all of the time. Almost all of the time. I mean, when conditions are bad, nothing will get you worldwide. But I don't think of what that other thing is. Oh, beautiful. Oh, there it is. Oh, look about that. There it is. My most prized radio possession. 3Y0J. February 9th, 2023, 30-meter band, Morse code. Can't believe it. It was really, it was a really tough contact, I'll tell you that. Conditions were not great, and people behaving badly were really making it tough. So, oh, Greyhound needs to get an amp. 20 watts at this time of the solar cycle is actually pretty okay. Um, 100 watts is only maybe what is the difference? Maybe 2 dB, which isn't like a lot. I mean, I don't know. I'm never gonna buy it. I'll never buy an amplifier. I think that it's unnecessary for pretty much everybody, honestly. Um, Good. Definitely get into antenna making. It's a really good skill to have. I'll tell you that. Wish they still did licenses. You had to print yours. Uh, do I have a copy of my license over here in my station? Yes, I do. How about that? Boy, it beat. Holy smokes. Little Dusty. Hey, little Dusty. Expires 2030. I got mine whenever COVID was going bananas and people were losing their minds. It was like, boy, I should really know how to get out, like talk to people and get the hell out of here if I need to. Yeah, it's a thing, Greyhound. I make not really most of my contacts, but most of my contacts that I care about, I guess, are done boop, boop, using Morse. So I don't use a straight key as much as I should, but um, I make most of my contacts with. Oh, you're actually unplugged too. Nice. Using this key here. This little Venture iambic paddle. Something I'm going to do here probably. I always say that I'm going to do it soon, but I never end up doing it. Bring some radio into my channel because why not? What's happening, Wolfgang?
Oh, hey,
Yeah,
Ray. Good evening.
I was
Hopefully
too busy
you're doing
talking to
well.
myself. I didn't know you were even there.
Nah, I only came online like 2 minutes ago, so
All right, good. I'm glad you weren't waiting long.
nah. But you've
Humboldt
been
said,
waiting on me for a long time, I think, because I told you I would be here, but yeah, man.
"That's okay."
All right.
Humboldt says he'd love to learn CW. Morse code is mwah, chef's kiss, man. You can. So the power that you use for a radio contact, let's say um, you make a contact with 1,000 watts in Indonesia. I could make the same contact with the same signal strength with 100 watts using Morse code. That is a much more efficient use of power. And oh God, I've talked to literally almost everywhere on this planet using either Morse code or voice. You know, Antarctica, Bouvet, Indonesia, China, just pretty much everywhere you could ever want to talk to. I've talked to. There's Egypt, Benin, Africa, United Arab Emirates, Congo, Papua New Guinea, Malawi, Madagascar. That's super fun. Uh, Comoros, Rodriguez Island, Liberia. That's tough. There's a lot of crazy stuff there. What is this? Svalbard. That's a Norwegian island. Island controlled by Norway, like up above the Arctic Circle. India, the Gambia. That's Svalbard too. Australia, Maldives, Russia, Sao Tome, Mauritius, the Ivory Coast. That's very interesting. I think that's the only person I ever talked to in the Ivory Coast. It's a pretty rare for somebody to have the money to have a radio there. Um, what is that? Western Sahara, Isle of Man, Galapagos Island. That's pretty slick. Easter Island. Just so many cool places you can talk to, and that's exactly why it's super cool. Is that it's I always told my wife that it was like collecting baseball cards, and then I found out there was really baseball cards that you can get, and it was like, oh, that's freaking awesome. So I'm gonna start collecting those, and then we started collecting those. My first one ever, a guy here in the same city that I live in. Very, very interesting, I think. Anyway. And there's me talking to myself again. What does Wolfgang have to say today?
What do I have to say about that? Pretty cool. So you're still doing radio stuff on the side?
Sort of. Okay, so it's definitely fallen by the wayside because there's only so much time in the day. You know what I mean? With you know lock picking and radio and collecting pocket knives and trying to keep track of my YouTube channel, and it's impossible to do everything all the time. So you just I kind of things come and go and they fade in and they fade out and like it just is what it is.
So hobbies are piling up. I see.
They are, and they've always kind of done that. It's like I spent the last 6 months collecting Spyderco pocket knives, and I got one that I really, really love. And I'm going to be honest with you, I kind of bought everything that I want that's out right now. I'm sure that they'll put out some more in the future that I want, but as of right now, I'm good. So what's next? Only the future can tell, right? Only time will tell what's up next for me.
Right, right. In the meantime, Lady Locks joined, and she's saying hi. Yeah.
How's it been?
Hi there, Lady Locks. How's it going? How have you been?
She was actually here
Any
with me.
progress with those locks that I sent you, Lady Locks? Did you pick the Gemini, perhaps? Or the Ruko 600?
Rico 600.
Yeah, I sent her a Ruko 600 with gins.
Oh, lucky girl.
Well, she bought it, so.
I don't know. I should probably sell some of my locks because I'm telling you, like a lot of them I don't touch for months and months and months. I did buy a Diamond, so I definitely need to see what yours is all about because I'm kind of curious. Like I've heard conflicting stories. Some people are it's perfectly fine. I just use a really short hook and I just climb up on that far left hand topmost ledge and I pick off of it. And then there are some people that say, no, 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 you must pick off of the ledge below that on the right and use a super thin pick, like a 12 thou pick, which sounds very dangerous for me. A 12 thousandths pick, I think, would be very disposable. I think they would bend very, very easily.
Which lock are we discussing?
Bergwachter Diamond.
Oh, the diamond. Oh,
Yep,
the D600. Oh boy.
that is correct.
Yeah, well, depending on the bidding, it could be either a very easy pick or the struggle bus of your life.
That's what I hear. Like it seems like depending on what exactly you have in the way of bidding depends, it could depend on how much of the spool you have come into play. And a lot of times, if you have like a lot of the spool come into play, you could literally need to float pick it in order to pick some of the spools, which seems very interesting to me.
Indeed, it is because of the very purpose-centric keyway. You only have like access to 1/3 of the keyway, to be honest with you, because you can't pick around. I don't know what are those, like serpentines or twists, or I'm not sure how to call that.
Yeah, I get you because the keyway it definitely has like a lot of right angles. Like it moves to the left and straight 90 degrees to the right and straight up and straight not like it's back and forth at least two or three times. The keyway really does look kind of bananas.
Yeah, the keyway definitely throws you off, and the thing is with the diamond, it also has these long spools, which can become a bit of a problem. You know,
That's
losing all your set pins. It just rattles out your set pins.
Yeah, because I have a game plan of what I think that I'm gonna do. Because I think because it is so paracentric and you can't pick from the bottom of the lock, I am going to begin by tensioning bottom of keyway. I think that might
It's a good
be
plan. Yep.
a good plan to
So bottom
start
of the
bottom of
keyway.
keyway
Yeah, good.
and then only put something in top of keyway if I feel like I need to float.
Oh yeah. So sorry, I'm just going to answer Lady Locks here. For what lock do you mean? We're discussing the Bergwächter Diamond D600. Oh, Bumpy is here. You'll need to let him, Bumpy.
Let me in! Let me in!
And
Hey,
hey,
beauties!
Humble. Hey there, Bumpy. I also want to say hi to Humboldt Pipiker because he said, "Hey, Wolfgang," so I might as well return.
Hello, Bumpy. How the heck are you doing?
Oh, doing good. Got done with a long day of work, so it's like, yay, now I can pick locks.
There you go. I was struggling before you guys got here. Really struggling.
Oh, and Ray, I got a new pocket knife.
Did you?
CRKT Fossil.
There you go.
It is a
Nice
beast of a
knife.
knife.
Maximize. Well, that is a big dog, isn't it? Ooza. What steel is that in? HCR?
No. Oh, let me look it up. I looked it up, and it was let's see here, CRKT Fossil.
I'm curious. I'm a steel nerd.
Oh, let's see here. Was it in the other? Let me. All right.
Ooh, that is a really nice picking device there. Ooh, okay.
ACR 18 MLB.
HCR. That's what I thought it was. It's really hard to keep all the steel straight. Like that's kind of what I do. That's my little niche market of knife collecting is that I collect all of the different steels. So that's why I have just folders and folders and folders full of data sheets. For like this is for my newest one, 10V. What do we got? What else do we got in here? We got 15V, Rex M4. That's my little niche part is collecting all the new and different steels because the latest one that I got that's like my new favorite. 10V is a super rare steel to see on a pocket knife. Almost pretty much the only time you're gonna see it is like a small custom knife maker that you conscript for you and say, hey, I'll give you $500 to make me a pocket knife. And that's pretty much the only time that you can get 10V. Except for Spyderco, they'll make some 10V knives once a year or something. But they'll sell
Awesome.
out of them super fast. Like this one sold out in just a few hours.
And hey, Lady Locks, I've been working and busy and taking care of family and trying to stay sane.
Isn't that all of us trying to keep up? Like I've been on a mission for the last 1 year to monetize my YouTube channel, and I am literally 30 hours away from being able to monetize this channel. And you know how
Awesome.
much? Yeah, but that's the thing. Now that I'm there, I'm like, do I even care? Because all it's going to do is make it harder for me to file my taxes, and I'm going to have to wait for me to earn $100 before they even send me a check or deposit money. It seems like a freaking hassle. I'm like, do I even want to do it? It's like I
Yeah.
wanted to do it for a whole year, and then now that I'm like right at the edge, it's like, do I really though? I don't know if I do. I don't know if it's worth a couple $100 a year that I might make, maybe a couple $100 a year, just to make my taxes more complicated to freaking file.
Well, isn't it like the first level of that just like with Super Chat and the memberships and all of that?
It
They
is.
don't do anything with the ads at all with that level. That's the next level up.
Yes, but you don't get money until you get $100. That's the first time that they'll deposit in your account. That's their dirty little secret. Until you earn $100, you've earned nothing.
Well, that stinks.
I know, it's so terrible, isn't it? I don't know. I may still do it. I don't know. I'm going to be honest with you. Almost nobody watches my lockpicking stuff, but I'm pretty good at sharpening knives, and people watch the hell out of that. So
That's interesting.
yeah, I mean, I've done a live stream where I've had 25,000 people click through watching it, and not like short amounts of time either. We're talking like 5-8 minutes at a clip, which is bananas that there's that much time somebody watched my stuff. Bananas. I can't believe it. But it's fun. I like doing it. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
I like making my sharp and shiny things more sharp and shiny.
I guess we are in the wrong business, right, Bumpy?
That's the
I guess
thing. But
so.
still 25,000 people clicking through isn't going to make you a millionaire. That's for damn sure. I did start making my own diamond compound for my strops, which is actually working really, really freaking good. I think I'm going to make a new batch on Friday. There should be more diamond coming.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm a long ways before I hit the watch requirements on that first level. I've got the 500 subscribers. In fact, I got to do my 500 subscriber giveaway. I've got the first part here. I've got the Law Lock Tools EDC Pro Kit that I'm going to give away. And I'll probably throw some locks in with that. I just don't know what I'm going to do for the actual, what I want people to do for the giveaway.
Well, let's brainstorm then.
Of course, you got to pick a lock open. I mean, that's going to be definitely, I was thinking about, what got you into lock picking. Sharing that.
Good. I don't know. I like telling that story about who got me into lockpicking because that story really shaped what my channel became. Because like most lockpicking channels, that's all that they do. Well, the guy that got me into lockpicking wasn't a lockpicker. He was actually an amateur radio guy. He was a guy I watched to help learn how to make antennas. And just through the course of doing YouTube, Southward contacted him and sent him a lockpick set. So he was showing it off, and I'm like, shit, that is freaking cool. I think I'm going to do that. And it was a radio guy got me interested in lock sport, which is crazy to think of.
Awesome.
Yeah, like who got you into lock sport? Was it Lady Locks? Was it Bosnian Bill? Was it Lockpicking Lawyer? Like, no, it was a smoking ape.
Actually, that
Smoking
would be a
ape.
good one. Who got you into Locksport? I like that.
Yep, that's the guy's name, Smoking Ape.
Ooh.
Sorry, I'm just looking for my filers and some sandpaper for these hooks here. 'Cause I want to pick one of these Isaiahs from Almost Harmless.
And
There you go.
awesome. And Ray, I made a follower for my agent lock.
Did you?
I haven't given it a try yet, but I got a brass 12 millimeter brass rod, and I took my Dremel and I kind of cut in a groove in the middle. I didn't go all the way through, so it's only on one side.
That's
And
exactly
that
what
way,
I would have done.
go,
That is
around.
exactly what I would have done. Just go halfway.
Yep. And I have some issues with the actual kind of like grinding out that. I may have to get another one at some point and redo it and get it a little bit finer, but at least I think for an initial, follower that I can use to at least gut it for like my purple belt, that would be awesome if I can do that.
Yep, I think it'll work just fine. So, the elephant in the room. Who's going to bring up proven locks?
I
That's me.
uploaded the video on that. And
Awesome.
I got their lock right here.
Yeah, it's awesome shit.
Yeah. Oh, actually, what I'm doing, I got it, but I ordered the wrong thickness. I bought some stainless steel sheets, and I was getting it the same thickness as like a soda can. And what I want to do is I want to make a shim out of the stainless steel, so it's a bit more reliable and a bit, it doesn't rip. And because that was the problem I was having with the soda can method, was when I was cutting it, you gotta be smooth on your cut, because any nick on the aluminum is going to cause it to rip. So I want to try it with a stainless steel and see if it has any differences and any improvements. So, but this is 0.3 millimeters and it's gonna be 0.1 millimeter.
What size was I using? It was 2002. 2000? What the hell is that thing? I have all my stainless steel sheet in.
Oh, and yeah, they lost the their initial case where their injunction they lost, so the judge didn't put that in place, and but the judge gave them time to do an additional filing.
Yeah,
So they didn't throw the case out.
No, chances of them throwing the case out aren't very good without at least hearing, what they have to say, really. But I don't think that there's anybody that thinks that they're doing a good job.
Runco Bailey released an update video where he went through the second filing that Proven Industries did. And it's a really good review of it.
Yeah, I actually watched that as well. I think on maybe Sunday. Sunday it came out. I'm trying to think of what day it came out because I watched it right after he put it out because I think he put it out as like a live premiere or something. It looks like there was
Yep.
a live chat going on at the time. But I'm going to be honest with you. Just think about it. Do you think that Trevor McNally, that works every day hand in hand with lock-picking lawyer, do you think that if there was even a 1% chance of this going the wrong way, that LPL wouldn't have advised him to, not do any more videos, cool it for a little bit? Like, he's just hitting them harder than he ever has.
Oh yeah.
It's
Oh,
just,
definitely.
and I think about the filing that they did. It actually doesn't make sense to me because it was a video that they did. Let's say they did it on, April 12th, and then he puts out the video, his video, on April 15th, and then they file the copyright paperwork on the 17th. It's like, wait a second. He made the video before they even copyrighted the video. What the hell are they talking about?
Yeah. Yeah, no, but their filing doesn't make
retroactive.
Yeah. I mean, but even in their filing, they're like, even if that wasn't the case, the fact that he did it to the lock still, and it's like, yeah, it's, I don't, they go back and forth in their filing, and then in one of the supplements, they actually go off on his guacamole comment.
It's freaking hilarious, man. It really is. It's
Oh
like
yeah.
they actually have the comments turned off on everything that they have. It's like when things go really bad, what do? We double down
Oh
and
yeah.
we sue the guy. And when things go even worse, instead of saying, "Oh, we made a mistake, let's reach out with an olive branch, try and make this okay," instead of doing that, they double down and freaking file another emergency injunction to stop him from making videos, future videos, not even the one that he already did.
Oh yeah.
Crazy.
But you know what? It's funny because this got me really kind of looking at this, and I've been reading that Unlocks an Insecure Engineering book more, and they actually deal with this type of thing in this book, and how companies should kind of respond to this type of thing. And Proven Industries is doing the exact opposite. And it's like I actually sent an email to them saying, "Hey, you may want to take a look at this book because it's got some really good information in it."
It's really is kind of crazy because that is one of the things that YouTube does. It is a lot of entertainment. That's true, but there's a ton of reviews and just consumer reviews and stuff to help the consumer out, like to be on our side, to show us what's good, what's bad, what has value, what doesn't. And it's like they're just not understanding what exactly Trevor McNally does.
Yep.
Because yes, he does funny things where he makes fun of people, but what he's doing is doing a service for consumers to tell them what is okay and what is not okay to place their security in.
Yep.
That's a valuable service. People value that. LPL did that forever.
Oh yeah.
you know, this is a lock that I found at Home Depot. How good is it? You know, how can I make it better? That's exactly some of the things that he did. You know, putting in, you know, a trap so that it couldn't be picked. You know, that was one of the first videos I ever watched of his, was him putting a trap pin in a Kwikset to
Yep.
pick proof the front door lock.
I actually did that on my locks.
Didn't we all? I did it too.
The yeah, it's going to be interesting to see where that case goes with Proven Industries, because yeah, it's and you know, their lock. I mean, I gotta say, for what they put out at the price, it's not worth it.
No, it's not. I mean,
I mean,
it's not even a good disc detainer core. I think it's like a 4-disc core.
8.
I think it's
It's
4
8
discs.
disc, no false gate.
So
The
it
way
is
that
does
Georgia
have,
Jim put it was, this is a good beaten lock to learn on. So this is the master lock of disc detainers.
I buy that.
And Master Lock is probably sitting in the background of this, like, oh, we're glad we stayed silent. And he's
Well,
got a new
that's
target
it.
now,
Like,
so whew.
Master Lock has been, you know, McNally's bitch for years.
Yeah.
It's like they did. It's just craziness. Just craziness.
Which I find funny because Multilock also. So I think McNally made a video on Multilocks. One of these shutter locks, I think, where you could just basically you know, bash it against a hard object and it would pop open.
Yep.
And Multilock never reached out, or I don't know, did anything similar to something that Proven Industries does right now. So even a prestigious company didn't take this route, you know.
Yeah.
Yep, Yet said that the Canadian lure, so she's watching Mr. Runkle as well. Runkle of the Bailey. The Runkle in the Bailey.
I think Ronco Bailey is the Canadian lawyer, right? He's from Canada.
Yep. Yeah, it's super funny that he was able to shim it open. Not exactly perfectly, but I don't think that he realized that a bunch of times that McNally did it, the exact same thing happened. When he was reaching in with the pry bar to pull it open, that's because he had ripped off part of the shim, and that's exactly what had happened. It was a piece of the shim got jammed inside of it, holding the piston down, and all he had to do was, you know, pull it out. That's exactly, he did the exact same thing that McNally did. Because most of the time things don't shim clean. Like even if you shim, you know, because that's how I open. If I need to get into a combination master lock, I'm gonna shim it, and I'm gonna shim it with a pop can. That's just how it's done. And you know, you can only use a pop can shim one time.
Yep.
If you're lucky. If you're lucky, you don't need to use 2 because you screwed it up the first time.
What really surprised me is that he could actually almost replicate the same attack, you know, just by watching the video. So I mean, this just makes barrier of entry into, you know, bypassing these locks just so low. It's unbelievable.
Oh yeah.
That's the thing. I'm trying to think. Like, I'm assuming that whenever they lose this thing, that they're going to have to pay his legal fees and all that stuff. This is
Oh
going to
yeah.
end up costing them a freaking fortune.
Oh, definitely. It's It's going to cost them because it's the way they're approaching it is doing more damage to their reputation than the video ever did. But also, yeah, when they lose it, the general thing is, yeah, they've got to pay the losing side or the winning side's lawyer fees. And it's yeah, that's going to be plus their lawyer fees, so it's going to be
Yeah, it's freaking nuts. It's like they've got blinders on. It's like they have that rage. They're so mad about it that they're not thinking clearly. Because I'm going to be honest with you, when it first happened, I can't say that I didn't think to myself, "Oh shit, I have a lot of freaking lockpicking videos up." You know what I'm saying? Got a lot of them up. Like whenever.
oh, you broke up a little bit there.
Well, that's not good. I was saying that whenever I found out about the whole lawsuit and everything, I can't say that I wasn't kind of shitting myself a little bit because I have a lot of lockpicking videos up. It was like,
Oh, yeah.
okay, so now companies are freaking suing people. Am I going to start getting sued by ASA? Like, is that a thing? I don't think it is because it went so poorly for them. I think this kind of solidifies the fact that I don't think anybody's ever going to get sued for picking a lock ever again.
Yeah. Well, I think what opened it up with the McNally one was that he used their video in his video. So I think that's what opened the door. But at the same time, it's like I don't, and it's not going to. I agree with Ronco in terms of the commentary that you don't have to be verbal in your for it to be commentary. And so it's going to fall under the commentary exception with that. And but yeah, other than that video, there's nothing else that is valid in their lawsuit. I mean, it's I still want to see it go to trial and McNally teach the jury how to do it.
Yeah, that would be so freaking funny.
Oh, that would be really funny. Holy crap.
God. It's like they don't understand what actual fair use is. They took their ad and transformed it into a critique of their product. That's what it was. And it's not like they didn't call him out first, because if they wouldn't have done what they did, I don't think he ever would have done it. I don't think he'd have done it at all.
Well, they called him out in the comments too. I mean,
That's
that's what started this whole thing.
Yeah, if they wouldn't have said he can't get into our locks, he wouldn't have said, "Hold my beer.
Yeah.
I need to buy one of their locks." That's exactly it. It seems like that's just who he is. Hold my beer. I can get into anything. He's a damn good regular lock picker too. Like it, he doesn't showcase it a lot on his channel, but he's a fine picker.
The guy can open the medical in less than 2 minutes. I mean, it's like he can open the medical in a short, and I'm like, okay, yeah, that right there is world class in my book.
Seriously, I'm like looking at it. I've looked at that same video, the Medico padlock, and it's like, is he turning pins? Because I don't see him turning pins, but he's freaking turning pins. Maybe I need to use a gem, and I need to get in behind it, and I'm scraping on it, trying to freaking get it to turn the way that I want it to turn. And I'm going to be honest with you, that's kind of why I stopped picking my Medico locks, because if I pull one of my Medicos apart, especially the one that I picked a lot, you can see where I have gouges in the in those pin. What the heck are they called?
Chisel pins.
Yeah, the chisel tip pins.
Really?
I beat the hell. Oh yeah, because I use a gem to do all my turning, and they let's just do a show and tell actually, because I got it nearby. Okay. Oh. Need the Allen key. I think it's metric, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, not that size, it isn't. But yeah.
This American lock's giving me a lot of problems.
Hey man, I was having tons of problems with things that like normally don't give me problems today.
Oh, I found a 100th anniversary American lock, which is kind of cool.
That is
It's just
cool.
a 5200, but they got the 100th anniversary stamped in it.
Alright, let's show off my damaged Medico locks. Go full screen, maybe, if it let me. Maximize.
Oh yeah.
There are big gouges in it. And that's from me getting the gem up in front of it and pulling back on it in order to, because I'll just go in, on the right hand side in order to turn it clockwise, and I'll get my pick behind it on the left hand side to turn it counterclockwise. I'll just get behind it, pull on it to get it to turn. And it really,
Oh yeah.
you can see the gouge on this one is on the left hand side, so this is a right hand turner, and it absolutely is. That's exactly what it is.
You're scraping off parts from the medical. At some point,
That's
it
it. You can
might
see,
not even register with the key, right?
yep, you can see it's not even silver anymore. It's got a gold color from where I wore off the whatever plating that they have on it. Yep, and after, picking that, oh god, I probably picked that lock 30, 40 times. And one time I was gutting it, and I'm like, what the hell is this? Like, what is all this? Because, and then also, whenever you take it apart, there will be, filings that will end up coming out with it. It's like, oh, look at that. That's no freaking good. No bueno.
And that's why they have the rule where you only pick locks that aren't in use, because
That is exactly the reason. Locks that aren't in use, locks that you don't depend upon, because you absolutely, even if you don't think that you are, even if you're not damaging them badly, picking locks absolutely damages the inside of locks.
oh yeah.
There's our public service announcement. What are we gonna pick? Let's pick some gravy locks. Let's pick some padlocks. Let's pick some padlocks.
Oh, I ordered a new disc detainer pick set.
Nifty.
Oh, which one did you order?
A multi-pick.
Oh,
Ooh.
the Ares thing set.
Yep.
Okay. Did you order it from Lockpicker's bench?
No, they didn't have it on the Lockpicker's bench, so I ordered it directly from multi-pick.
Oh, from Germany. Okay.
And I also ordered. I finished up my set of dimple picks as well because I've got all the left hand flag or all the left flags, and I got all the right flags, but only 3 of them have handles. So I bought the 3 that I don't have the handles for, and that way I've got all of those as well. And that pretty much finishes up my pick collection. And but yeah, I wanted a really good disc detainer pick because I want to get into disc detainers. And I got the one from Sparrows, and it's a good one, but I'm having a hard time with like the feedback with it, and it's only a front tension. It doesn't do back tension. And what's nice about the one from multi-pick is you can change the picks around so it does front or back.
Yeah,
There it is.
it does indeed.
Kind of wish that they would start selling their community edition picks alone, because those really do have the superior handle, and you can only get them in the set, which is kind of a bummer.
Yeah. Basically, if you want the whole set, like all 12 or 11, I think, 11 flags, set up with the community handles, you need to order 2 of the community pick sets.
Yeah, that's a bummer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you can get them through Lockpicker's bench. It's let's see here, because he's got. I mean, the disc detainer pick I really wanted was the RWB custom, but I couldn't find that anywhere.
You wanted those? You'll have to ask Jan at on Discord from RWB. He sells them there.
Oh, all right, yeah. When I get more into them, I may go through and do that. But yeah, so the he sold out of the exclusive dimple set that's got the 6 in it, but you can get he's got the 4, 5, and 11. Just those 4 are $125.
That's the thing. I don't like multi picks like regular picks, but they really do make superb dimple picks.
Yeah, I like the multi-pick picks. They
Yeah, Wolfgang and I both have the same feeling about multi picks, regular picks. They don't work out for us.
Oh boy, I have some updates on that.
No.
I wanted to maybe make a video on it, but I haven't done that yet. After the Czech lockpicking championship, I changed my view a little bit on multi-pick, but only on some of the pick profiles that they have.
Really?
Yeah. Because basically,
I like
okay. So just really shortly, what changed? The bendiness. So the bendiness is sometimes actually a good thing. And let me tell you when. When you're dealing with really parasite-centric keyways, like I mean, at the championship, we got locks from the Czech Republic that had such a squiggly keyway, such a I don't know how should I describe it? Like one of those endless serpentines you know you're just following it along with your pick while picking, and oh boy, you get no feedback at all because all that feedback is basically taken away by the warding, right?
Okay.
And some of the multi-pick profiles can actually get through that, and they actually give you some feedback, which I found strange. And I tried picking those locks with 301 high stainless steels, with Jimmy Longs and covert instruments, and oh boy, I was struggling to navigate those keyways. But some of the profiles from multipick, they can actually work on those locks. I can show you some of these locks, but I wanted to show you something else first.
That makes a little bit of sense because like the oh crap, what is that? Eva? Is it Eva that makes that
Yeah,
super crazy, like absolutely crazy keyways? Eva makes those. I think
the
Medico
Pfaffenheiner,
key
the
marks.
Guard, for example.
Some of the Medico key marks are real crazy like that.
Yeah. Some of the ABUS, like the XP1, I think. Then we have the D12 from Ruko, right? Or ESSA.
Okay.
And I only recently got some Robers as well, but those aren't as crazy as I thought in the beginning, initially. Because those can actually be picked the normal way. You don't have to, navigate through the warding left and right.
I've been
Hoping
thinking
you.
about getting a rover. But I don't know of anybody here in the States that sells them.
They're hard to get outside of Europe.
Yeah, I think so too. I think if I'm going to get one, I need to like call together an order and just get them from JD. I think he's pretty much like one of the guys. Seems like he can get a hold of anything that you really need to get a hold of. He's like the guy.
He also sells out of Denmark, right? JD. Or is he
JD
from
sells
England?
out of the UK.
UK, interesting.
Yep. Yep.
Last time I ordered from him, he sent the package from Denmark, which is funny.
Wow, that is weird.
Yeah,
He's
it is.
definitely in the UK. I definitely paid him in pounds sterling. I think.
Yeah.
I think I paid him in British pounds. Because I had traded for a pick from Lockpicking Paul, and it was actually cheaper for me to buy the locks from JD and have him ship them than for me to take locks that I already owned, put them in a box, and ship them to Europe. It was cheaper.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I thought that was kind of funny.
Let's try a different profile. Just got this Ruko from Yagias, and this one has what are these called? So in the top, this one's grubbed, so you can yeah, this is easily progressively pinned. And this one has a really easy bidding. This was one of the first Ruko 500s that I managed to open with the barrel spools.
Wow, Ruko 500. That's club. That's pretty slick.
Yeah. It has this Yale 1 keyway, right? So then I find these a little bit harder to pick than the Ruko 600 with barrels, 6 barrels, let's say.
Yeah, I have 2 Ruko 500s, one of which definitely has spool pins in it, and I can pick it all day long. And I have one that I think has spools in it, but I can never be sure because I've never been able to get it open.
Oh,
Yeah, I've gotten it open exactly 0 times.
Oh man.
I'd love to know what the hell's inside of this lock, but I've never been able to pick it.
What's the keyway like?
Okay, so the one that I can pick is like the Y1 standard regular, like Ruco 500, and the other one almost reminds me of, like, the top of it is a mirror image. It has like an extra little squiggly.
Ooh, that is different. Yeah, I never seen a Ruku like that.
Yeah, it's just really weird. Like this one here, it comes up, goes to the right, goes up to the left, and then it's curly cues over to the right. This one here goes up, over to the left, over to the right, and then squiggles back, and the top is pointed this way. Really unusual.
That is indeed very unusual. I never seen a Ruku
Yep,
like that.
I've never been able to get it open yet. Well, let's try it again. We've opened a few American locks. Let's move on. See if we can open this Ruka.
And do you have like I don't know, a hunch what it could be? Well, like what type of drivers it might have?
See, I thought that it had gin spool drivers, because it definitely, after I pick pin number 5, it definitely feels like it goes into a false set. And I've never really felt that when picking barrels, like that real pronounced, like, chunk false set.
Yeah.
So it makes me think that there's rules in it. So
Uh, with
let's
barrels,
try
you get these gradual, small core movements, and that's it. But with gins, you definitely get a pronounced false set, which you can actually feel and then see.
put in our 2 tensioners. One there.
But yeah, coming back to that topic, once I open the Ruko, I'll show you what I meant with the multi-picks. Let's see what's missing.
I gotta start working on some of the more paracentric crazy keyways because I want to start getting into, some of the more complex locks, and that's holding me up is the paracentric stuff and working around the warding and all that.
You're going to want to make friends with somebody in Europe and start getting
Oh, I've
some
got
Euro
some.
servers.
Oh, I got some pretty crazy ones.
Is
You got them already.
I've got some icons. I've got some DOMs. I've got Zycon. I've got a Wink Haas.
Wink House, yeah.
That's got a crazy one. That's
Show me that one, the Wink House.
let me change my focus so it's closer.
Some of them have really crazy keyways, but then once you start picking them, they are pretty easy because they only have spools sometimes, the Wink Houses, especially the cheap ones. But this doesn't look that cheap.
No, it wasn't.
There's definitely at least one seller on eBay that sells a lot of those Vink houses. Nice ones.
Yeah, it's because that's where I got it. It's I want to say Ellis High Security was the one I got it from. Who did I get it from? Oh, eBay. I've been buying a lot of my locks from them lately. High security mechanical lock. So, see here, the username was DEUT2511_6. The only thing is, I don't know what belt level or what model it is exactly. He doesn't put that up on there.
That is exactly why I've never bought any, because it's like, what level is it? What's inside of it? It could be all standard pins, or it could be filled with freaking, crazy ass spools. You never really know.
Well, that's the thing. Many sellers don't know how to gut a lock, or they don't bother, gutting the lock. The only way to tell whether, what belt ranking it has is by gutting it.
Yep. And here, I think I did gut this one.
Oh, there we go. It's
And
open, and I opened it in this direction, the other direction this time.
awesome.
Counterclockwise. But this one's a really not a nice Ruko. I like this one. It has barrels. We'll gut this later. But what I wanted to show Ray and you guys is the one that I'm going to show you right now. I'll just clean this stuff up here, and I'll show you what I brought with me.
What I really want to see is your Berg Wachter diamond. I'd like to see you put, like, how,
Yep.
I want to see how a 15 thou pick fits inside that damn thing.
Yep.
Because from what I hear, from what I understand, is that you may be able to get a 15 thou pick in and pick like pin 1 and pin 2, but it starts to squeeze off as you get towards the back and becomes more narrow and more restrictive.
Yes, exactly. If you don't want to buy a diamond and you will want to practice that keyway, I can recommend these over here from Bergwächter. A second. These are a lot cheaper to get. If I find it, just a sec. It's a shutter
Hey,
rail
Zoe.
from Bergwächter. Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, Zoe the cat just said hi to all, so I was just saying hi back.
Oh,
What's up,
hi there.
Mr. Zoe the cat?
Ooh, no, there's a shit ton of Rukos. No. Lever locks. No. Medicos. Let's see. Where is it?
Berg Wachter.
That's the multi-lock level. That's just the
I
Dana level.
I almost bought the Gamma 700, but from what I understand, the Gamma 700 and the Diamond are the same lock inside. Same core, same pins.
So just one thing there. I think the Gamma that one has a dead quarter. That's the only difference there. And the Gamma, I'm not sure. What was it? Was it Lady Locks or Lockchuck? Somebody made a video, one of them, about the differences between these two. And
Yeah, I remember, I think, watching Lockchuck tear one apart and show that the pins are the same.
yeah. So some of them have these really nasty trap pins, which where when you overset, you get a false set, and you're thinking that all you have to do is just hunt down the spools, right? And it turns out it just has these standard pins with adjacent to these key pins, which are spooled.
Yep.
Oh, that's insidious.
Yeah, I got both the Diamond and the Gamma 700. I haven't gotten them picked open yet. I haven't really tried yet because I'm like, yeah. But I might give it a try.
See, that's the one I think I ordered. I think I ordered the one that has standard and, or no, the serrated in one, and these really deep thin lip spools in 2 through 6, and then it has spooled key pins. Pretty positive that that's the model that I bought. but there's no real way to find out because you can't cut them. So there's
Now I
that.
think Lockpicker's bench actually has the. Oh no, he sold out on the Damon.
Which one did he sell out? Lockpicker's bench?
The diamond one, the diamond.
Oh, you had them? Okay.
Yeah, because that's where I got mine.
That's where I was
I got the
planning on
Gamma
getting
on
mine.
eBay, and then I got the other one through him.
Yep, that's exactly where I was planning on buying. And then he sold out, so I ordered it through Amazon International, coming from the UK. And then the Gamma I'll probably get some other time. Boy, is it really freaking raining. Holy smokes.
Yeah.
Oh, it's sunny here.
Boy, it's
And
once.
here
really raining.
it is nighttime and it's burning hot in Vienna. There we go. All right, so I pulled out the Bergwächters. Let me just remove this from the device real quick. So this is the D600, the 60 millimeter one. So it's a pretty big chunky boy.
Yep,
It
that's the boy that I ordered right there, the big dog.
Yeah, it's the D600 per 60, made in Germany. So yeah, this has this squiggly keyway, this evil thing. And one more thing. There are similar ones here. So this is also a Bergwächter, only this one has a smaller keyway. But it's the same pattern basically.
Okay. Has the same keyway in it.
Unfortunately, not the same keyway, but it's very
It's the same
similar.
pattern.
It's the same pattern, yeah.
Okay.
It's smaller, but the same pattern. There's another one over here. Same pattern again.
Boy, that's a little baby. It's like a 40.
Yeah, that's called a Magno from Bergwächter. These can be also really nasty if you find one with a badass bidding. You could run into trouble with these. This one is so hard to pick, for example. This is a simple orange belt lock, I believe. And I cannot pick it because of the keyway. And then the bidding. And this over here, this one also has a pretty nasty bidding. I think the first pin has it might have a zero lift. I'll have to check. 1 sec. So you cannot touch pin 1, I think.
Ooh, that's no good.
Yeah. Let me check
Yeah,
again.
that one there's a gatekeeper up front.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, it is. Look at that. There's the cut. Oh boy. The shackle pop is just pretty loud.
Certainly is.
So yeah, I think these are on the same level. The first spin and the second and then the last spin. Sorry.
Jeez.
And then you have these highs just behind the first spin. I mean, this might be pickable somehow. I just couldn't figure out how. Yeah. Let's take a look. But then I have some other Bergwächters here, and these are also diamonds. So these are the baby versions of the same lock. Again, these have exactly the same core. Oh, I'll have to turn this one, as you can see, and these have pretty forgiving biddings. So let's see. Here we have one. Let's see. That's for the 50. And I picked these. These were not easy picks, of course, but with the McNally tickler, you can actually get these open. You get a false set, and then you'll struggle bus with the number 2, is it? Yeah, this high cut over here. Number 2, and if you pick that, you get an open. Let's see the small one. The small one was a little bit of a troublemaker, I think. Yeah, it has this binning. There's this trench over here, which causes some problems, some overset problems. Wait a second. Is this the right? No. Wrong. Oh, sorry. Wrong lock. There it is. Yeah, the small one is one of the hardest ones. So yeah, bidding is very, how should I put this? Very relevant when it comes to these diamonds or D600s from Bergwachter.
I can't wait for mine to get here. It's going to be interesting.
Oh. And again, look at that. This is the orange belt one, the one that I showed you, the shutter lock. So look at that bidding there.
Ooh,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And you're dealing with this. Oh boy.
I just never said something.
Yeah, my keys are pretty flat, but they're all like really high cut.
I think that when I hear
Yeah,
that makes
high
it a
cuts
little
are
easy.
actually good. If you have high cuts on these locks, then that's good. That's pickable, I think. Pretty much manageable.
Yeah, because you could pick off that topmost shelf on the left-hand side.
Yeah. And there's a
Use,
good chance you could zip it with the McTickler if you have high cuts like those.
Huh.
Oh, let's see.
I cannot remember how to pick this lock.
Yeah, and this is the Gamma. I think this only comes in one size. Let's see which is the code.
And that's a dead core variety of a very similar lock to the diamond.
Yeah, of the diamond. And let's see. So keyway, as you can see, it's almost the same, or pretty much the same. Yeah, it's definitely the same. Try and open it. Whoops. Is this the right one? Let me read that. Oh, it's the 60. Hang on a second. Has to be this one. And there we go. This one, as you can see, the shackle doesn't pop. You have to pull it. It has a dead core.
Yeah.
And this is usually the one that might require you to counter rotate manually. From what I
Did
heard.
I watch just float picking a diamond? Because I just watched somebody doing it. Lockman. I watched Lockman do it.
Yep. Yeah. Depending on the bidding, you might need to do that. But I hear.
Yeah, like really, if you have a lot of the spool come into play, like you sometimes have to counter rotate manually because you'll break your pick trying to force it to counter rotate as far as you need to get it to counter rotate.
Yeah, makes sense. Well, one way to avoid that is just to preset the problematic spools. That's also possible.
That actually kind of makes sense too. To just force it to preset early.
Yeah. Just completely avoid the full false set. Just figure out which pins give you the false set and avoid those. That's it.
Look at Wolfgang Coming out with the frickin' tips, baby.
Yeah.
Wolfgang's over there. He's like, write that down. Write that down. You need that.
Um,
And
I had to deal with so many badass locks lately because of the competition. I learned so much there, but it is still not enough. So knowing things is just one thing, but actually executing on it is a different thing, right? So getting like real lockpicking experience is more valuable. Actually, being able to pick locks, right? Get opens.
actually, there's a lot of theory behind. Like I understand the theory behind picking the gold P. Actually, putting it into practice, man, I can't get that damn lock open to save my life.
Yep. That's I have the same problem here. I guess we were riding the same bus there.
Oh yeah,
No.
same here.
Put this one away, and should we take a quick crack at this D600 or move on to something else?
You should try it out. Let's see what happens.
All right. I'll get the Reaper set real quick because I found the most success with the Reaper set. So shallow hooks, definitely.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
I can see how
use
you
this.
do this.
I use the crescent from the Reaper set that's in the Apex. I use that a ton on like Euro paracentric ones where I could pick off the warding. I love this thing for that because the crescent is almost shorter than a short hook. So you don't like really overset things whenever you're up on the warding. I love it.
Yeah. Second possibility would be the heavy metals from Lawlock tools, and then multi-pick. Those could work.
Boy, I'm struggling today. Holy smokes.
There we go with the crescent. So you said it correctly, so you definitely need bottom of the keyway tensioning here. And look at that, you can use either the middle here, the tension, like this, or you can use the bottom. I sometimes find the bottom a little bit of a problem, because if your one of the keyway tensioner, touches this bottom side, so connects the plug with the lock body, then it can seize up.
That
So
actually
sometimes
makes good sense. Put it on that first shelf instead of against the open bottom of the keyway because you can
exactly.
kind of bind it up down there.
Yep.
Plus, you can damage the bottom of the plug too, so that makes good sense.
Yep. So this is the first thing that I figured out. Also gives you better feedback this way.
Write that
It
down,
does,
Raymond.
yeah.
VOK tension on first
Shaft, yeah.
shelf. Ha ha. Write that down, Raymond. You'll forget it. Yeah, I'm such a dummy.
Let's
What
see.
I watched lately that had that in it? Van Wilder. Write that down. That's funny. Oh, movie from my childhood. I mean, good stuff. Holy crap, it's getting late, fellas.
Oh yeah, 1 o'clock. I just started picking.
Maybe we'll try one more lock, and then maybe we'll let Wolfgang get the freaking city. What are we gonna pick? I'm gonna pick something hard, something easy. Let's pick one of the classics. Let's pick a pack lock.
Ooh. Okay, the 1-pin set.
My
Nice click.
wasn't this one though. I don't know where the one from my very first YouTube video is. Crap.
I'm trying to pick it with my left hand, otherwise you guys won't see anything.
Ooh. Picking it left-handed too.
Yeah, so it's possible.
I promised that I would get exactly 0 opens trying to pick left-handed.
Well, I'm sure you would get an open.
Hey, Stu.
Oh, there's two. Look at that.
How would I tension
This would be a
left-handed?
nice chance to add to your giveaway, Bumpy. Pick a lock with your left hand, huh?
Oh crap, man,
Ooh,
that is
that would be
hard.
yeah.
Oh, this is weird.
Maybe do a bonus.
Oh, that's too
You know,
weird. I
bonus
can't do
giveaway
that.
if you do it left-handed, or you know the non-dominant hand.
Yeah.
I wonder if I can get
All right,
maybe a.
all right. So now I gotta do that because but I can't do it with. I'm not going. I'm going to try American Lock. And hey, Greyhound.
So managed to set 1 and
Hmm.
2. These are nice and floppy. Let's see.
Okay, so going pick left-handed.
Okay, this is
Here we
some
go.
crazy stuff we got going on now.
Yeah.
Left-handed. What I should do is mirror my camera and just make it look like I'm picking left-handed.
Cheater.
Hey, Stu, how the heck's it going? Oh, we're never gonna get this lock open this way. Holy crap!
Long time no see. Oh yeah,
Oh,
I
that's
got the
so uncomfortable.
cuffs
Holy crap!
on the way. So we'll do I think
Wait.
like a shared stream or something with Stu once I get them. You can school me on how to pick cuffs.
That's craziness right there. We can't do that. I'm gonna end up breaking something. Either my wrist or the pick.
Oh, I overset something. Shit, okay. Release the tension a little bit just to get that pin to drop. Oh, come on. Yeah, I'm
Yeah, that's
oversetting one all the time. This is pretty bad.
Let's grab something easier than this. We're gonna try a left-handed pick, but we're not gonna be able to pick a Paclock 98 Pro out of the gate left-handed.
Oh no.
Yeah, that Abus is a tough sell too. Maybe a master. We may be able to do a master off left-handed. Maybe.
Oh boy, overset it again. Yeah, I'll do this later, I think. The number 1 pin, so the one in the front is such a gatekeeper on this one.
That feels so
where my
weird.
master
I feel
lock.
like That was definitely a pin setting. Ooh, we're doing something.
That's it ranks. Ah, here we go. All right. I'm going to do this left-handed. How are we going to tension it?
I wonder if we can tension at the bottom with my left hand.
All right. Do it that way.
Oh, let's try a simple lock from the left hand. So let's see.
All right.
Ooh. What?
Oh shit!
Did you get an open?
I did.
Ooh, look at Ray. Picking locks with left hand. Oh, I got an open as well. Look at that. Left-handed.
Boom! That was freaking neat.
Okay, now we're waiting for Bumpy to do the same.
Problem is, I can't get a good grip on things.
That was so
What I
easy.
did was
my right arm doesn't want to hold things that way. Okay.
what I did was I actually used bottom of keyway tension, and I used my finger to tension downward.
Yeah, the same. But I did it this way. I used my thumb.
That actually could possibly work.
Oh, it
If I
does work.
turn my wrist kind of this way, I can still kind of pick up.
Funny thing is, I get such good feedback on my left hand.
I'm telling you, I felt the same way. That's so weird. Because it was like, I definitely picked that pin. Wait a second, I just picked another pin. Big
I don't have
click,
to.
man. Good feedback. Wow.
Very surprising.
All right, here, try it this way.
Yeah. Yes.
It's getting really hot in here without that arrow.
All right, let's try one more attempt at this, and then we're going to call it a day.
Oh, look at that. We have an open. Such nice feedback on the left hand. Unbelievable.
I'm telling you, I feel the same way. It's like, I mean, I am just picking a freaking master lock, so it's not like it's a difficult lock.
Yeah, it is no SS700, right?
Boom. There it is.
Awesome.
Left
I have
hand
to
picking.
practice this.
Listen, Stu heard my wife. She's like, it's getting goddamn hot in here. Because I have to turn the air, like I have several air conditioning units. I have a big one in the living room, deals with most of the house, but I have one here in the kitchen as well, where I pick, and it's like literally right here. But I have to turn it off when I'm going live. And it is definitely hot as balls in this house right now. So she is not wrong. Take a couple minutes and give Bumpy a chance to finish his lock while I put this stuff away. See if anybody wants to. Anybody else wants to make fun of me or whatever? My wife following me up on the internet. She totally doesn't
Says,
care.
Ray,
what's
please
going on.
report to the principal's office.
She totally doesn't care what's going on. If I'm in trouble, I'm in trouble. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. While you're doing that, I will want to show you what I got today.
Ah,
It's a Fab Dynamic from Least, from the Czech Republic,
Okay.
and it's a brown belt lock.
ooh,
And these are display models from a locksmith from the Czech Republic.
Ooh.
Sliders, standard pins, unsprung sliders, sorry.
What was I was actually looking at a display, like not a display model, but pretty much a display model. What was that lock that I was looking at? Oh, it was a display because it had a cutaway in it of a Schlage Everest. That's what it was. Not
And look at
Everest.
this one.
Not a Schlage Everest. It was a Schlage. Crap. What's the other one? Not an Everest. Shit. The one with the finger pins.
Primus.
Primus. That's what it was. It was a Primus because it came in like a plastic, like a hard plastic case, folded open, had some keys in it, had the cutaway lock in it. It was really freaking nice. But I'll tell you,
Ooh.
it was bananas expensive.
Yeah.
Just like when you think, boy, it was this expensive, like double it because it was like really expensive.
And then I have another showcase lock, and this is a Fab Dynamic padlock, guys. This is very special. Look at this.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh,
And it's guttable.
Ooh.
Yeah.
that's really,
Brown belt
Ready.
padlock. Yeah.
and that's like bringing out a stealth lock to show us. It's like drool worthy.
It's
Ooh.
not
I'm gonna be
as
honest
bidding
with
as
you.
well.
If I could get a stealth lock, I would probably never pick it because it's like one of those things. It's like it has to sit on your shelf and never never be picked.
Yeah. Once you remove
Yep.
the shackle, you have this. You can use an Allen key, and then you can gut it. You can pull out the core and gut it. So yeah,
Nice.
pretty nice lock. I'm just wondering when I'll be able to pick these because I still need to make a slider pick. Look at that nice slider cut there, laser
Oh
cut.
yeah.
Completely straight almost.
Buddy, come on.
I can't wait to start work on these. Yeah, nice brown belt.
Nice.
Yeah, I got a where is it? A West dimple lock for my brown belt. So
Oh, is that the one that Marson has picked recently?
not sure. The only thing with this one is I went to see if I can remove the cap and one of the screws is stripped. So I might have to drill that out in order to be able to gut it. But yeah, this is going to be my after I get my purple belt. This is going to be my next my first brown belt one.
And these are right now the locks that I'm working on. I'm trying to figure out. So funny enough, these are all wafer locks. That's a
really?
Tech, yeah. It's a Pluto for 50 from Tokos with the Tech core. And these look like, let me try and open this. Oh, there we go, it's open. As this spinning. What's funny with these type of locks, it has this keyway right there. So talking about crazy keyway, look at that.
Ooh.
Yeah. That's a hard stopper, right? And believe it or not, you have to pick this in 5 minutes in hand.
Ooh, in hand. Yeesh.
Yeah.
And hey,
Yeah. Imagine that. So this
Like,
is all. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I got a like a 3D printed thing so that you could do, you know, Euro locks and Mortis locks and all that stuff and pick them in hand. And I was like, oh, I'm going to get this and I'm going to pick these things in hand. It is so freaking hard to pick a Mortis cylinder in hand. It really is a pain in the butt. It's like I got the thing and then I never use it.
That's the one of the locks. Then I've got other ones here. Let me check. There's this Fab 3-star. So these are your typical residential cylinder in the Czech Republic, and these are Blue Belt, by the way, Blue Belt locks.
Wow, that's your standard door lock
Yeah.
in the Czech Republic is a blue belt. Jeez, we kind of wish it was like that here in the States.
It's one of the
Standard,
cheapest ones, yeah.
standard door lock here in the States is like you know, white belt level, rake it open because there's only 3 pins inside of it lock.
Yeah.
Although some people claim that they can open these with a electric big gun. I couldn't do it, so I'm not sure. But then again, I'm not good with the electric big guns.
That's the thing, because there's always like an example that has like poor bidding that is like that. Like I've seen people rake open Medicos. I've seen people rake open Pack Block 98 Pros. I've seen people open some pretty crazy locks using rakes, and I think it's just because the bidding is kind of bad.
Yeah.
What did I watch the other day where I watched a guy open a 10-pin freaking dimple lock with a dimple rake? It's like, what? I had to have bidding that was so freaking terrible. Because a 10-pin dimple lock takes a little bit of skill to get into.
Yeah.
Anybody who tells you differently than that is not telling you the truth.
Oh yeah.
You know, the
This
10-pin
here-
dimple lock, even if there's standard pins in it, is, you know, it takes a little bit of skill. It's got to have crap bidding in order to freaking rake the thing open, honestly.
And this one here is a Fab 1000 with this crazy bidding over here. Look at that
You got all the goodies, man.
pin. Yeah. Oh boy. And then, wait a second, what did I have? I got one of the more unique Fabs, which I never knew existed. It's a Fab 200 RSDG, I believe. That's how it's called. Which has a wire inside, which you need to actually interact with in order to gut the lock, in order to spin it 360. Otherwise, the lock
That's really
won't open.
unusual.
Yeah. These are really
All right,
special.
it is time to call it a day before my wife doesn't let me in bed tonight.
All right. We'll talk later and do some more picking another time, I guess.
Yep,
Oh,
good deal.
definitely.
Anybody have anything that they need to ask, anything they need to say, any questions, comments, concerns, whatever? I need to go report to the principal's office to be spanked.
No comment.
Let's hope it won't hurt tomorrow when you wake up.
Nah, that's okay. She just gives me a hard time. She's my best friend, so she knows how to give me a hard time, and then we'll laugh about it. So, all right, everybody. I will see you guys all here next Wednesday, and we'll do this all over again.
All right.
All right, sounds great.
All right. Thank you all for coming. Thank you very much, Bumpy. Thank you very much, Wolf. Appreciate it. We'll see you guys later.
Later, beauties.
See you guys.
All right, and everybody else who came, Wolfgang, Stu, Yinyet, Zoe the cat. I appreciate you guys also coming. and kind of hanging out with us this evening. So everybody have a great week, and I'll see you later. Bye bye.